and I'm stretching this as well. So I'm stretching it. But remember, I just told you that the foundation walls are bigger, right? The foundation walls are bigger. So all I'm doing, the purpose of doing this is for me to be able to offset my distance. I need to offset my distance to create my foundation wall. So I'm going to trim off here now. I'm going to trim the 2 lines between here. So I trim that off. And let me put on my thickness now. So this wall here is 100. However, the foundation wall is 200. So what I will do now, I'm going to offset an additional 50 on one side of the line and the other 50 on the other side, so that I will get my distance to be 200. Let me repeat that. I pulled my 2 lines from the wall. So these ones, 1, 2, I pull these down and I trim it off. But we know that these walls are 100, but we need 200. So I'm going to offset a 50, enter, select my line on the outside, next line on the outside, and then I'm going to erase the 2 lines in the middle. Let me do the same thing to the other one. Right, so you notice that this wall, this foundation wall is bigger than the partition wall, right? I'll do the same thing, so I'm going to stretch it, trim, offset. So all where your walls are, you're putting those down. Right, so I'm stretching it first, then I'm going to trim. So you only do these for the internal ones, the internal walls. Now I'm going to offset 50, enter, 50 from this line, 50 from this line. And I erase. So let's do the last thing in the bottom here now. And that is what I remember doing. So your foundation walls are 200 millimeters, right? The foundation walls are 200 millimeters. Now the distance that you dig or you excavate, so you have to dig so that all of this here will fit on the ground. That height from here to here, so that height from the top here to here, that height here is 900 millimeters. That distance is 900. So I am offsetting my distance, 900, enter, and I'm going to take it from the ground level. So I'm offsetting from my ground level downwards 900 millimeters. So you're offsetting 900 millimeters. And you are going to stretch that line all the way across for me. Stretch the line all the way across. They put the dell 6 feet below the ground. For foundation is half of that, 3 feet below ground level. However, if you have unstable soil, then you may have to excavate a little deeper, right? So you want to make sure that your building is well secure. All right, so let's trim off these in the bottom here now. So trim these, trim. So trim them, and the last thing we will do, you'll offset the height now of this base. Right, so trim off on that base. The height of this base here is 225. That height is 225, so you're going to offset 225 when you stop here. 225, enter, select the line, downwards. So that's where we reach, and then we're going to offset the distance to the bottom there. So all these, yes, it will be red. So foundation, walls, and footing red. So you can do a new layer, and then you can paint them and make them, although they're the same color, but if you want to remove foundation, we can just take out the bulb, and then we're going to the foundation that will go, right? So we'll stop here for today. So next week, God willing, we're going to put in the footing. I'm hoping that we could complete this section. I have you all on Monday, Tuesday. So Monday, Tuesday. So I'm hoping that we can finish it from at least this section by this week. Well, the week coming up. Alright? So make sure you save. So the persons that are having issue with the Autodesk, some of them they expire, but we're not getting through. We message Autodesk, send an email to them, and they have not responded since. There is a new thing that they wanted us to do, and we've been trying it, and it's not working. The code that they send, it's not working. So it is, I guess, from their end. So I'm hoping that they could give us some response, so that these persons will be able to continue with the AutoCAD. So let's pray.